we suffer more in imagination than in reality. I really don't want to go to work, but it's probably not going to be, it's not going to be as bad as I'm imagining it to be. That's why I can excuse myself for making myself late. It's because I'm imagining it will be bad.
Yeah, so when I quit yesterday, I was just overthinking it so much, and yeah, it kind of stressed me out. And it turned out probably ideal, being offered a part-time job while I go and study at university. Can't complain. Yeah, and that's not the only example of when I suffer. But we'll get into that as we go through the day. Rocking a new kind of haircut. It's classic Bieber in the front and mullet in the back.
Who's this guy trying to impress?
Bieber mullet is easily outperformed by wet, scruffy mullet. Don't you forget it. Yo, so I've come home for lunch. I've made this guy sandwich. It's just chicken and bacon. And yeah, other things that I've done that I've been far more afraid of than were actually real and came into fruition. Being more open with my friends, taking steps backward to go forward, like going to college. Like, even though I didn't need to, but just to gain different skills, different ideas, different relationships with people, just better experience in that sort of sense. And then taking a job that's a step backward, but in a step to the side, I suppose, because I could be a sous chef for a restaurant, or I could go and be at the bottom of an office block, which is just so much easier. I'll say it. I've worked in factories, I've worked in restaurants, I've worked in cafes. Being at the bottom of a office or corporation where you sit at a desk all day is easy. I might eat the sandwich and maybe my thoughts will be more coherent afterwards. I really messed my mouth up on that sandwich. It was very tough bread. Fear is almost certain in life. So you can either choose to let it cripple you or inspire you to move forward faster. I'm a big believer in the indomitable human spirit. You just have to unlock it. I dabble in it. I don't always have it. It ain't that easy. When it's there and it's going, you feel amazing. You get rejected a couple of times and you get in this like good spiral of like, I could take a rejection from anyone. That is some true power. I'll see you guys after work. Now, there's one thing I've done every day this week that makes me suffer more in imagination than anything. And it was blatantly obvious. It's this. Filming myself freaks me out. I don't know why. Well, I do. Let's go into that. One, being perceived as this outsider, freak weirdo that just does weird stuff all day, speaks to himself. Two, it's just when you're at the bottom, everyone either supports you or thinks it's like this weird obsession that won't go anywhere. Me, I wouldn't be upset if it went nowhere. It's kind of fun. It builds up a bit of a repertoire, and it's something to show off to maybe if it doesn't take off, an employer. If I want to get into a creative role. So while it's weird, while it's scary, this is as easy as it gets. Doing it in my car. It's when I go out. So let's break it down. Let's talk about what you need. How can you make it easier? Step one, you're gonna need some protection. So let's go grab some. Nothing too great today. Thought about grabbing some food as well, but I'm not waiting around in that 5 p.m. rushes, you know how it is. But most importantly, got the protection. I'll explain what it does later. Every human is like a cassette. Bad news, you're getting older. Good news, you're infinitely rewritable. The thing we suffer in our imagination most about is changing. Come on. Now, everybody wants growth, nobody wants change. But unfortunately, they are the same thing. I want to grow this channel. Everything about my life has changed. Everything is an idea. Everything is a shot. Everything is a concept. Something cool to look at. Is this cool to look at? Is this not cool to look at? It stopped. I think this just goes to show. It's gonna hurt the first time. You're gonna mess it up. But stick with it. And I know I can get this to work. Mark my words, this is not the end. I actually could not find a pen, so I'm winding these up, or this up, with a pair of sunglasses. I have here a Sony Walkman. These are my headphones. I'm kind of hesitant to put in. I'm just going to lean them over my ears, just in case. I got this in a car boot sale for 10 or 15 pounds, I think. It hurts. It crackles quite a bit if you turn it up. The issue is, I don't know if that's my recording software, my recording hardware, or my playback hardware. You'll get a listen to this. If you're not failing, you're not trying new things. And if you're not trying new things, you're not growing, you're not changing. So expect to see me fail as many times as it takes to be slightly less of a loser, of an idiot.
And that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.